What is up, everyone? Welcome to Tears Avenue. My name is Zarin. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. And if you guys are in San Diego, I hope you guys are enjoying Comic-Con because Comic-Con has started. It started yesterday and today is the second day. Unfortunately, I'm not there right now. I'm going to be there on Friday, or just tomorrow, and I'll be there on Saturday. But if you guys aren't attending, San Diego Comic-Con, and you guys do live in San Diego, there's a bunch of things to do. I'm sure you guys know that outside of the convention, there's a bunch of exhibits, interviews in random hotels. There's activities, and there's a lot of stuff to look at. It's like a party in downtown San Diego at Gaslamp. And I found this really cool article that kind of lists out a bunch of things that you can do, and I'm just gonna talk about some of the comic book themed experiences that you guys could check out. Most of them are free, but I'm gonna just go down the list. If you guys want to know more, I'm gonna go ahead and link the articles down below. Alright, so the first thing is this Comic-Con museum over at Balboa Park. This museum, I'm assuming, has a lot of things to look at, but specifically it's going to be showcasing the Dark Knight, because they're doing a Dark Knight tribute, a character Hall of Fame for this character. I'm assuming, I read the article and it says the Dark Knight, so I'm assuming it's going to be Christian Bale's Dark Knight. And to get into this museum, it's actually $250. And I know it's quite an expensive ticket, but if you guys don't want to attend that, I think there's more festivities outside of the museum, and this seems to be where the fun's at. It's actually a free event hosted by AT&T, and it's called the Batman Experience, where it has a bunch of Batman things, such as his props, his vehicles, all of his costumes, and they're doing a Batman VR experience where you're wearing goggles as well as a Batman helmet that's shaped as his cowl, and through the VR experience, it's gonna look like you're skydiving through Gotham City, trying to look for Scarecrow, because Scarecrow has unleashed the fear gas and you have to go find him. And I think that part's pretty cool. I'm curious on what the helmet looks like. See if it actually looks like the cowl. I think that'd be really cool. And there's also a Batman gaming lounge if you guys are into games, and the gaming lounge is completely Batman themed. And there's also Batman books. There's going to be a showcase of Tim Burton's Batman's Batmobile, and they're going to have Michael Keaton's Batman suit as well. Of course, there's going to be Wayne Tech there as well, and there's going to be a Rogues Gallery Rumble, which is like a punching bag experience. I'm not sure what that is, but that's what it says. And there's also going to be a 6-foot tall black and white Batman statue. If you guys are familiar with the black and white themed statues that they sell in like comic book shops, I think they're gonna have a really huge one over there. And also they're gonna have I think across from the convention at the Omni Hall, there's gonna be a WB Detective Pikachu and Shazam experience. And the Detective Pikachu is gonna have its own walkthrough experience. I'm assuming it's gonna be a walkthrough through the city that you see in the movie, and then I think through the experience you're able to take a picture with Pikachu. And then for Shazam's gonna have his own experience with a carnival themed, just like what we saw in the movie. I think that part's pretty cool. And then they're gonna have a bunch of games and all that stuff, so it's gonna be a really cool experience. I'm excited to check that out. So it's that right there is gonna be happening all week long, so you could go any time of the day. I think obviously before like nighttime, because I think that's when it ends. I think around 6. But yeah, I think that part's really cool. I think the carnival part in Shazam was really probably the best part of the movie. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like. If it's gonna have the Ferris wheel in there as well, man, it's gonna be a fun time. All right, so the next thing that's on this list is this HBO Watchmen Experience on 6th and Island Avenue over at Gaslamp. It's going to be starting today, actually, from 10 to 8 p.m. all the way to Sunday. And it's going to be an augmented reality experience. They're going to keep this super discreet. They're not going to reveal too much right now about this experience, but it's an augmented reality experience for Watchmen. So if you guys are a big fan of the Watchmen series or the Watchmen books, and you guys are excited to see what's to come in the HBO TV series, definitely check this out if you're in the area. And this next thing is very interesting. It's about the Pennyworth series, and Alfred Pennyworth. You know, they're gonna make a show out of this from this network called Epix. I've never heard of it before. I think it's a new network. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Pennyworth. He's gonna have his own experience. It's gonna be starting today at the Oxford Social Club all the way to Sunday. And this is what the description says. It says, get to know Alfred Pennyworth, the beloved butler from Batman, before his time with Bruce Wayne. Epic's Pennyworth experience at the Oxford Social Club at the Pendry Hotel off of 435 Fifth Avenue will transport guests to back to 1960 London, when Alfred was 20 years old, for a night of fun in a high society lounge. The experience is based on a new show premiering on Epix on July 28th and will open on Thursday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I think that part is really cool. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Maybe on Saturday later in the day. You know, when the Comic-Con's about to close, just go grab a drink. I think this nice little lounge that's themed. I'm definitely gonna check that out. I love themed bars and restaurants and lounges when it's like a Comic-Con convention like this. I think one year I went to a bar over at Gaslamp, which is downtown San Diego, and it was a Dragon Ball themed bar, and I was able to meet and take a picture with the voice of Vegeta. He was like, when I was over there, so he was like, you know, a lot of fans were like around him, like crowding around him, and you know, I didn't care about taking a picture with him, but as he was walking through, he like walked past me, and my cousin was like, hey, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture real quick? And then his manager kind of like looked at him, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. He didn't say anything. He was just like nodded, and then he just took a quick pic. He was like this, and then he bounced. I was so happy that he did that, but I was really sad that he didn't say anything. I wanted to hear his voice in person because I'm a huge Vegeta fan. I mean, who's not, right? If you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you probably love Vegeta. So I think that was a really cool experience at the time. Alright, so the last thing on the list is this Back to the Future concert over at Copley's Symphony Hall. Starting at, it's going to be happening on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. And this is the description. Alan Silvestri's Back to the Future score will be playing during this Symphony Hall, and meanwhile Steven Spielberg's classic film will screen behind the orchestra. A half hour before the concert, both Alan and David Newman will discuss the memorable score and its impact. Tickets range from $26 for balcony seats and to $80 for the main section. So Comic-Con likes to do this thing where they have, you know, they bring an orchestra and they play a music score from particular movies. One year when I camped out for Batman vs Superman, they had an orchestra play songs from Star Wars, and that was a huge thing, obviously because of the huge fan base, and it was huge. So Back to the Future, they're going to be doing that again with this one, and it's going to be a classic time for people that love this type of music. It probably won't be as big as Star Wars, but it's going to be a fun time. And I think 2 years ago, I think they did Game of Thrones as well. So we all know how epic the Game of Thrones score is. I know, Rob, you're listening to this right now. I know you love the Game of Thrones score as well. You probably watch it or probably listen to it while you work out. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is all I found in this article. Let me know if there's anything that I missed. I know Practical Jokers, they do a lot of shows during this time, as well as Screen Rant. They do a lot of things as well. I know I'm missing a lot of things that's happening outside of you know, the convention. I know across the street there's like this hotel where, you know, a lot of celebrities go and get dropped off, and they get dropped off in this bus, and a lot of fans hang outside of this entrance where the hotel is, and they wait for, you know, a certain celebrities to come out. And there's one time where I saw the entire Flash entire Flash come out of the van. I mean, I'm not the type of fan that just goes crazy and just get like, you know, starstruck. But it was kind of cool to just stand there and just look at, you know, all these celebrities walk out of the bus. And at nighttime, those celebrities, you know, I think that's the hotel they stay at. I don't know what that hotel is called, but all the celebrities, they stay at the hotel, and you know, the hotel turns into a lounge at night. And those, you know, those celebrities, they drink, they have fun. And I think there's just one time I saw the cast of Arrow just hanging outside, hanging like near the entrance of the door, and you could visibly see them. And you know, but there's like bouncers kind of like protecting it. And I think there's one time, for some reason, the actress that plays Felicity, she walked out of the hotel, walked out of the entrance, and was on the sidewalk, and was just kind of running away from the fans and trying to like go towards the bus that was like around the corner. It was kind of unusual on why she chose to go through the front, where there's a bunch of fans that she's trying to run away from. Wasn't even trying to take a picture with anyone. It was kind of odd that she was just like, why did you choose to go outside when you know there's fans like waiting for you? I don't know, I'm rambling on. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and link this article down below. If there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comments below. Like this video, and if you guys are at Comic-Con, let me know. Let's meet up, and I'll see you guys there. Bye.